What if I told you the things you do every single day without thinking might be the very reason you feel weak, drained, and stuck in life? Not because you're lazy, not because you're not capable, but because your habits are quietly destroying your mental strength. We like to think mental toughness is built in big dramatic moments, like pushing through pain at the gym or surviving heartbreak. But in reality, it's the little choices you make when nobody's watching, the habits you repeat day after day. And some of those habits aren't just harmless, they're killing your resilience from the inside out. If you've ever felt like you're constantly exhausted, easily frustrated, or lacking focus, the answer isn't always work harder. Sometimes it's about removing the silent enemies that are draining you. Let's break it down. The first habit: constant scrolling and information overload. Every time you wake up and the first thing you do is grab your phone, your brain is already being trained to chase distraction. You're not even out of bed, and your mind has been hijacked by notifications, news, and endless reels. And here's the problem. When you live in a state of constant stimulation, your brain loses its ability to sit with discomfort, to focus deeply, to be still. Over time, this habit makes you restless and weak. Imagine trying to hold a conversation without looking at your phone every 2 minutes. That's what it does. It breaks your patience muscle. If you want real mental strength, start by reclaiming the first and last 30 minutes of your day. No endless scrolling, no flood of noise, just presence. The second habit: negative self-talk disguised as being realistic. You know those little voices that say, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll probably fail anyway"? Most people think it's harmless. They think they're just being practical. But those tiny phrases add up. You're wiring your brain to doubt itself before it even tries. Imagine planting a seed and stepping on it every single day. That's what negative self-talk does to your confidence. Real strength doesn't mean lying to yourself and saying everything is perfect. It means speaking to yourself with the same encouragement you'd give to a friend. Instead of "I'll fail," try "I'm still learning." Instead of "I'm not good enough," try "I'm getting better every day." The words you say in your own head are building or breaking your resilience. Choose them wisely. The third habit: avoiding discomfort at all costs. We live in a comfort-obsessed world. One click and food arrives at your door. One button and entertainment floods your screen. And while convenience feels nice, too much of it slowly kills your grit. Every time you avoid that uncomfortable conversation, every time you delay that workout, every time you take the easy way out, you're training your brain to run from challenge. And here's the truth. Mental strength isn't built in comfort, it's built in friction. It's built when you show up tired, when you speak up even though your voice shakes, when you do the thing you don't feel like doing. Think about it. The people you admire most didn't get strong by hiding from difficulty. They leaned into it. The next time you face discomfort, don't escape it, embrace it. That's how you grow. The fourth habit: living without boundaries. If you say yes to everything and everyone, you're not being nice, you're being drained. Your time, your focus, your energy, they're limited. And every time you let people cross your boundaries, you're teaching yourself that your needs don't matter, that you're not in control. Over time, this leads to resentment, burnout, and weakness. Real mental strength comes from protecting your space, saying no when you need to, choosing who gets your energy. Remember, boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about keeping yourself strong enough to show up fully for the things and people that truly matter. So, what's the big takeaway here? Your mental strength isn't destroyed in one big moment. It's chipped away slowly, silently by daily habits, by constant distraction, by cruel self-talk, by avoiding discomfort, by failing to protect your boundaries. The good news? The same way small habits weaken you, small changes can rebuild you. Swap the endless scrolling for a moment of silence. Replace self-doubt with words of encouragement. Lean into discomfort instead of running from it. Protect your energy like it's gold. Your strength isn't built overnight. It's built every morning, every choice, every habit. And the moment you take control of those small daily actions, you take control of your life. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these habits hit you the hardest? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and make sure to subscribe for more powerful reminders like this. Because your mind is your strongest weapon, but only if you train it right.